Alrighty, I am back. We're going to push through and maybe continue on to Pisces and continue and see how far we get. Pisces, think. Okay, think honestly, think. Pisces. Air, this could be about your communication, friends around you, ideas, downloads. Tell me more. Pisces. You could be questioning a lot of things. There could be things balancing out in your life. You could be getting more powers, gifts, or you could be working on those things. You might have given somebody advice, okay, about the future. This could be a man or a boy. Maybe when you met them, they were a boy. Maybe they still are. Okay. Maybe something that's transpiring right now. This could be somebody you dated or someone with Leo placements, Pisces. Person might want to fix something with you, Pisces. Maybe you're wondering if you should or if it'll be a mistake too. There's something about your power or empowerment that is important. I don't think you're really interested, honestly, but maybe this person wants you to agree or they want to inspire you to agree. There could be something about a message or a certain message. This could be from a Capricorn or something to do with your career, but it's giving definitely Capricorn, or you could just, maybe this is somebody you met at work. Could be somebody older, doesn't have to be, but okay. You could come across with a in a very smart manner. Like you could be very intuitive, caring, kind, compassionate, especially like if you were a very caring person to somebody in the past. You could have helped somebody, Pisces. I feel like somebody's always liked you or has like a desire or passion for you or has for a long, long time. Anything else for Pisces? By the way, something about your chest could be really attractive to this person. Um, you could have said goodbye to this situation. Somebody could feel like when you did, the space that happened, or they could tell you it's a mistake, or I don't know, maybe it was necessary for both of you, but I feel like somebody feels like they made a mistake. So there could have been also somebody who got in the way of a relationship as well. Pisces. There could have also been some kind of poverty mindset or concerns about finance. Pisces. There's some kind of ascension though. You could be taking some kind of ascension. Maybe this is very private, or you're keeping it very private. Maybe not many people know about whatever you're doing or sewing in your life right now, so good job. You could also be closing out major things as well. I feel like you're focused on really making sure your life is filled with pleasure and is only on that frequency. You could also be maturing, or you could feel this with Saturn, I think, wrapping up in Pisces, moving into Aries next week. You know, it's finally, you're never going to have Saturn in Pisces you will in 30 years, but you won't have Neptune in Pisces anymore, that's for sure, and that's already in Aries. So I don't know, you could be enjoying that, right? Um, you could also be gaining some kind of fame or influence. I think it's your light. It could be really shining bright or something, and I don't know. I just feel like there's something completing in your life, and it's a good thing. Okay. Um, time after time. So make sure you're taking enough rest as well. But yeah, I'm going to pull a few last juicy messages and we're going to move on to Aries to check out your other placements after we pull these messages. Pisces, any messages from your spirit team? I'm seeing Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Or Pinocchio. Peter Pan. Okay, Pisces. Oh, that's a lot of messages. For dentistry. Okay. Soft. Soft, what? I don't know. Soft a love life? I don't know. Soft. I have no idea. Something about soft life or something. You don't give a damn about them not agreeing. Good. Stay away from work drama. Oops. There she went. Says, feed the light and repel the darkness. Chocolate could be relevant. It's giving like Dementors. So maybe that's if you feel like you've been getting a chocolate craving. Somebody could have been draining or attempting to drain your energy. Actually, even if you know astrology, sugar, sweetness is really good for making you feel alive and basically, you know, giving you vitality and stuff. So it's great in moderation. Sugar is important, so don't just strip it out of your diet, and especially if you're dealing with negative energies or entities, you can read them, not them you. So you could sense what this person's thinking, but they can't read you. Wants to steal or destroy your talents? Yeah, there was something here about that. Always take care of yourself first before caring for others. So that could be something you're learning. Jesus, take the wheel, Carrie Underwood. So you could have gone through a moment like that, or maybe you're always like with Jesus. Metaphor, takeout, or a home cooked meal. So you could be cooking at home as well. Um, I love cooking. I mean I don't like eating out. It's not my thing really. I don't like the energy that goes into it. I don't like the cleanliness factor. I haven't seen the food. I like being able to pick things and cook it. Turn it down. So you could be like turning something down or removing someone from your life or turning down the energy. Just wanted to cause destruction. Fake love. So this could be somebody who was like jealous but acted like they loved you. Wanted to make you feel unimportant slash by throwing rocks and hiding hands. This could be somebody who wanted to lower your vibe, basically. They're in a fake situation. I think Capricorn. Who else got that? I don't remember. But they want to keep you small. So, yeah, check out your other placements. But any other messages? Because that was kind of a bummer for the juicy messages, even though you had a bunch of them. Pisces. Pisces. I'm saying strawberry shortcake. Maybe you're baking a cake or something, or a pie. Oh, ow. Sorry, I'm a little tired, so it's a little clumsy. You could be bathing or bathing, could be a demon or spirit with themes relevant, but also just bathing in general could really be helpful as well, like keeping things clean, clear. But yeah, check out your other placements and any last messages for Pisces before I move on. Words. Word. Um, you could be praying to ask for understandings as well. And I think you'll get it. Yeah, there's a lot of new beginnings here. So thank you so much for being here. And yeah, let's move on to Aries. Aries, what's the vibe? Meaningful sense. So you could be getting like a stronger relationship with your senses, your psychic senses, Aries. You could be reflecting on your love life. You could be allowing romance or what you need to do that, like maybe owning your power, especially if something's over, like taking back your energy, so that you can feel good and move towards new beginnings. There could have been some kind of test here as well. Something about money could be relevant, or a husband. You could be learning something as well. Anything else for Aries? About a child could be relevant. Or be careful to not procreate, like to wrap it up if you don't want children or you don't have children. You could be hearing hearsay or something like that. There could also be new people who are like showing you affection or something or want to bring affection towards you. You could also feel like you're like in a limbo stage. You could be dealing with a Leo, don't have to be. You could be getting downloads as well to heal Aries. You could be reading energies. There's something strange as well. Um, Something about walnuts could be relevant or something like that. Um, Anything else for Aries? Profession, repeat. You could be going back to an old job or repeating something, your skills. But I feel like there's a sense of peace maybe in regards to your job right now or your career. There could be like a lot of lightness coming in, or maybe you're operating more lightness. So it's like your reality is matching that. Aries. Yeah, it's something about your psychic ability is really going to help you. So listen to your instincts at this time as well. Um, there's something that you're healing, like maybe your relationship to money, self-respect, your ability to save your money and keep your money, to value yourself, to understand the relationship to money. I heard a great quote recently that was like, money is just self-respect. Like the more self-respect you have, the more money is attracted to you, right? So you ever notice that if you're in a bad relationship, you lose money really quickly, and it's because you have no self-respect. Because it's actually like Venus in astrology rules money and relationship, so it's the same relationship, and it rules the relationship to yourself. Because if you don't have a Taurus, actually rules finances, which is, if you ever met a Taurus, they don't really care about others usually. So you might be dealing with somebody with Taurus placements. You might have those places. It's not a bad thing. It's just they definitely put their own needs first, which is not a bad thing if you struggle with that, because I feel like the more that you do that, the more you attract towards you, because you're basically pouring into yourself. So the universe is mirroring that. It's going to pour into you as well. So you might notice like Tauruses tend to like buy nice things or really enjoy and be motivated by material comforts, which is not a bad thing. because you manifest whatever you focus on. So anything else for Aries? You could be balancing out the energy, especially if you're feeling tired these days. There's something about like your frequency needs to change, like listen to music or create like a higher frequency. Okay. Um, Something about travel could be relevant as well, or some kind of expansion after like a letting go period, or expansion of comfort. Something was very heavy on you. It looks like this could have been even a conflict. What is this? Is that what it said? Conflict? Yeah. Sorry. This could have also just been conflictual energy. This could have been like a friend or something about a friend or friends with benefits situation. Her do or die. But there could have been something very strange about the situation that you're seeing clearly. You could be putting things right, moving towards new beginnings instead. Um, yeah, there's something like fresh coming in. I'm smelling like you could have bought a new perfume recently or a new body spray or something. Anything else for Aries? See the light side. See it as a joke. See reality as a joke, which it all is. It's just creative art, really. Um, and feel like you're gonna have some kind of quiet satisfaction that's entering your life as well. So that I don't know, you're reading. It's almost like you're reading. If I would title it right now, it would be like understated but peaceful, which is the best spot you want to be in, right? Like you want to be totally content with life, and you don't have to like show it up or show off or whatever like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. You could also be getting guidance, or you could be a guide or something. But I feel like there could also be mentors coming in, or just like supporters, or your spirits are sending in the right messages for you to get right. So yeah, you could be questioning a lot of things as well. So I'm going to pull you guys. I'm being drawn to this deck. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. I came back. I did Sag to Aquarius, and then I had a cup of tea, and I also finished a fish that I cooked today. I'm not really like the biggest fan of fish, but whatever. It was good. It was decent. Um, so now I've got some more energy. So let's see. Aries. Here Ayath was showing up. It says homesick for the stars, longing for home. So maybe you're looking to find your home. Aries. Yeah, breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe, so knowing how to flow with life. And your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. I love that. That's Gucci. All right, let's get you juicy messages. Just see how I'm going to do this. Okay, Aries. Sorry if I sound a little tired. I am a bit tired. I think it's all at quincunxes today, and moon squaring off with Pluto tonight. Okay, Aries, what are your juicy messages from your spirit team? You could have felt like you were losing something, or like you were concerned about a sense of lack. I don't think you need to be. I think there's something almost being filled up. I don't know, the empty vessel, right? So and it's actually so true. I mean, if you understand astrology and wealth, that's another thing. The wealthiest nakshatras, Claire Nakti does great videos on this. Um, she talks about how Pluto and Scorpio, they rule. Pluto rules wealth, but also rules death. You cannot have wealth without death, because you need to get rid of things that are in the way of wealth. Okay, the wealth frequency. Because if you're not shedding, clearing, going through an ending of some sort, you're just gonna have disease. It's just not, anyways, it's like Jeshta. It's she talks about how it's like the opposite of Taurus and Scorpio and that whole axis of astrology, which is definitely heavily focused on money. So maybe you want to look that up. Anyways, or your own chart, you can look that up on Google with AstroSeek Sidereal Vedic Birth Chart Calculator. Enter your details for the current place you live. Adjust the birth time to the same place. If you don't know your birth time, you can always go retroactively through the previous month's transits and figure out your birth sign. So your rising sign out of the 12, which most aligned with you. There's many YouTubers that do 12-month zodiac astrology predictions. You can look back at for the previous month and see which applied, and that will help you narrow down your time of birth. They hurt you and They hurt you and sabotage to make you feel you have to fix/invest/carry the relationship. So this is somebody who's purposefully sabotaging, basically to have a sense of control. Okay, so this could be somebody insecure. So I would just stay away from that because you don't want to work with somebody like that who's going to basically like take all the credit for everything you do. Old dimension closing. We have present circumstances are the result of what you've been focusing on. Change thinking and focus, embody the future, and be led, which will then begin to manifest. You have a new moon approaching. No better time to do it than now. And we have Saturn moving to Aries this week. We have Neptune that's already moved into Aries. This is the time when new beginnings are afoot. The sun is building. We're approaching spring. No better time. wanted you in fear, but you're definitely not in fear. You could even be taking greater accountability or greater power over your life as well. So I'm actually drawn to read a little bit of your card. Your life is a canvas. Shine bright like a diamond. Sorry, I was getting that in my head. You're the artist of your life, and your life's a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on past thoughts and beliefs. That's crazy. The same message came out in the card and in the juicy messages. Amen. Angels are here. Thank you. Man, we are so blessed, are we not? Just to live each day with our angels and guides and our spirits and have the ability to create. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? So if you think, I'm a baddie bish, what do you think your life reflects? It reflects she a baddie bish. We're gonna give her everything she needs. What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions to the vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start. No experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. And just keep your thoughts on that frequency, right? And continuously, what's your goal? To always be on the highest timeline? That's a great prayer to make very easily if you don't know what to pray for. Ask your angels and guides to align you with your highest timeline and continuously do that every day. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State aloud what you're most thankful for. Your ability to breathe, wake up in the morning, to try again, to experience, to enjoy life, to learn and experience. And it's like a movie, right? Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain: you'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card invites you to see your entire life as a canvas and picture, and the picture is completely up to you. So what's that painter guy? I almost heard Bill Nye the Science Guy in my head, but no, it's the other guy. Bob Ross. Color with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life you most long to live. So how are you talking to yourself? There was this great manifestation technique I saw on TikTok. I love those manifestation TikTok videos, and people are talking about what worked for them and stuff. And she was just saying she just literally just talks to herself in the mirror of what's going to happen in her day, and then it just plays out. Or you could be making a prayer. You don't have to do that. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. Whatever works for you. Everybody has their own talents and skills and how they manifest. What have you been called to create? How can you express yourself more creatively? You might be called to take action or something, or get the ball rolling as well. Yeah. So I'm going to move on from here. We're going to skip into Taurus, and I hope you liked it. Check out your other placements. Exciting times. Exciting times. And I like how your cards, Aries, are moving towards more lightness and beautiful colors, pink and green in the future, away from this blue maybe in the past. So it's quite nice. No shade to the color blue though. Let's see. Taurus. Scorpio energy could be relevant, or something about intimacy or shared finances or power or traumas. Serious. Okay. You could be doing some shadow work. Taurus. Chance. Far. You might feel like something's at a distance from you. Keep. Guide. So you could be having a guide or talking to your guide. I'm seeing that book. I think it's called The Alchemist. So that could be relevant. Taking a lighthearted approach will be really important. Somebody could be jealous of somebody's lighthearted approach. Okay. Somebody could think somebody's playing a game, or this could be the right strategy to do it. There could be something you're implementing. You could be in a temporary position. You could be getting answers via energy or ESP. Taurus. You could be slightly nervous about something. There could be something about a place, something important, interest. Being open to this. But you could be a little moody. Something about meeting up or meeting with somebody. Scorpio. Getting an answer. Country. Receiving something. Could be money. Taurus. They're telling you have to be open to something. Okay, this could be soon. This could be possible. Even possibility of a child as well. Fame. Anything else for Taurus? Some kind of affection from a masculine here maybe. Your job could also be having a glow up. But you could also lose two things. I don't know what that's about. Or you could be losing something, two different things, to gain something else. I don't know. Taurus. You might need help. Or some influence could be helping you. Something about rest. Also a return could be relevant. Something about making something, cooking up what you want to create could be relevant. This could be communication. Anything else for Taurus? Career. Fast. There could be changes in that, especially regarding your money. Something about a friend could be relevant. Somebody could be welcoming you somewhere. Something could be complete. You could be getting answers regarding your profession as well, or your job. You could be grown up or growing up in some sense in a good way, or you could have gone through a lot of growth. You could be questioning things as well, maybe things from the past, or maybe even an offer, or maybe you'll pose a question, or maybe you receive a question about an offer. Maybe somebody wants to offer you something. They could have like really pleaded with you in some regard. This could be something small. Um, there's something that wow, there's a trip here even eventually I heard or available or something about that. Somebody could want to return or shows that they want to return. Anything else for Taurus? You could be saying goodbye to a lot of people or a lot of people like it's giving like your entire community kind of energy. Um, your health could be improving. Yeah, there's something that you're doing that could help you. Do the hard choice, not the easy choice. Okay, I don't know. I had to say that. Um, hmm. Something about time is relevant. There's something about the hour or timing regarding love. Hmm. There's something that tell me more. A guide, Taurus, fun. Maybe you need to. Maybe a guide is showing you how to have more fun. Or I feel like there's something about showing your cards, or someone could have shown you their cards very suddenly. Um, you should be thankful for some kind of change. You could have felt like you were losing out on something. Your health could be improving with your psychic abilities. This could be something about wise company as well, keeping wise company. You could have waited before growing, or maybe you had to like plan something. Love could have inspired you, or some kind of situation. Anything else? Maybe your power. I'm seeing flowers. Somebody could be getting someone flowers or bouquet. Um, but there's something that you have to choose, and this could be very hard. And they're telling you not to make the easy choice. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe we'll pull you a direct card. Oh, I just realized there's messages back here. I don't know if that was meant to be for Aries or. It says be alert and still. So maybe this is for you. Who knows? And spend time alone. I feel like this is for you because usually when things are like when I don't notice them, there's a reason. So allow it to come. Be still. Wow, 2 messages about being still. So I don't know if that was for you or Aries, but I feel like it was for you. So I'm gonna pull extra messages. But anything else for Taurus from your spirit team, angels, ancestors, the highest teams? A tree could be relevant, or tie yellow ribbon around the old oak tree, or something like that. You could be triggering fake people around you. It's like maybe in the past you used to not say anything, but now you are, and it's like triggering them. It says, you won't be in your head, you'll be in your heart if it's good for you, / right. I love that. That's so very true. Like your gut instinct. I mean, I guess if you're not used to, discerning what's your instinct and what's fear, which, I mean, hopefully you're on a higher vibration, but if you're not, you definitely need to practice it a little bit before you get the hang of it. But this was past life karma you were resolving, so maybe it's resolved. Willing to lie, cheat, and steal to get what they want from you will drain and ruin your life. And pray for God's help. I love that. So if you need like help or an understanding or some guidance or like what's the right thing I should choose, you can literally ask them to reveal it to you. If you want even something more discerning, you could literally say, show me a frog if this, show me a giraffe if that. And pay attention. Maybe, the next song you hear on the radio, it's like frog, 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 or maybe it's giraffe, giraffe. I don't know, but it's just, or maybe a giraffe pops up on your feed or something like that, or a frog does. So that can help get you answers that you need or confirmation. So that's a great way to start communicating with your spirit team and, developing that communication so you don't have to just listen to tarot readers or Ziriya board readers like me or whatever we're doing here tonight. But anyways, let's keep it pushing and we're going to move into Gemini, I think. Well, moving, music could be relevant. Somebody could be jealous. There could be something of an affair here. Some kind of trouble. Okay. Something could have happened fast. Could be starting something fast as well. Maybe there's something about lessons or lessons learned. About a call or a phone call. About Taurus energy, believing what you believe is what you receive. Someone could want to show something. Okay. Gemini. Something about concentrating on a move could be relevant, or maybe you're concentrating less on that. I don't know. Gemini. Hmm. You could have gotten some kind of news. Your father could be helping you out. There could be something about Capricorn energy, standing your ground could be relevant. Can you confirm? You can be very moody because you don't stand your ground, so make sure you are doing that. Like you are not afraid to have a backbone. You have many different options. Okay, so you could be single. You could have met someone warm. You could be saying goodbye to certain mindsets from college, maybe people from college. Gemini. You could be improving after some kind of mistake or mistake you made. You could be putting things right. I feel like you're questioning things. There could be something about an apology that you're questioning. Maybe you're even a vacation. There could be something that you're doubting, which is creating more heaviness. This could be about joining something or starting something. Could be actually her dissuading you, but also making your mind have a bunch of stupidity in it. Yeah, something about your mind. Um, you could have received a prediction that you were going to stay or be with somebody or something like that. I don't know. I'm just going to say it. Somebody could have taught you something. This was a real teacher or something. How to own your peace. Okay, Gemini. Something about being single is really important. You could be a person who overthinks, so there's something about stopping that as well. Um, there's something about moving. Could be a new job. Doesn't have to be. You could be understanding something, so this is helping you. Stopping what's not giving you satisfaction and moving towards profit. There's something about being open. You could have Taurus placements where you're secretly open to something. You can be very relaxed, especially if you're dealing with worries, especially if you feel like you're leaving people behind or they're leaving you behind. There's some kind of big energy that's trying to get your attention in love, and it's coming towards you. You might feel it as a restlessness or something like that. There could be something about a vacation or serving. Um, but the more that you focus on your body and raise the frequency, the more fortune you'll have because the higher frequency you'll have. So you'll create a better life. But I want to pull you guys one of these. I think the angels will do. And then I think I'm going to close out Gemini. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it's simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. So if you got to get a to-do list or break down a task or project, organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and this is just, just cleaning up is really good. And your finances helps you to know and plan your next action steps. It also brings in new energy. So maybe you feel like you didn't know what you need to do or that you know what to focus on. I'm going to pull you guys a familiar Gemini people and placements. What is this? Goat. Interesting. Potency. Heavy-footed, stuck in a rut. Motivate to kick one's butt. Potency of strength and force. Yeah, that was the energy. I was getting something from your father's side. It's like your father wants you to tap into your ability to stand up for yourself or be angry or tap into that and channel it the right way. Potency of strength and force. Maybe your father had issues with anger or something and doesn't want you to have the same issues. And maybe this is somebody who was very more passive. Potency of strength and force. Reclaimed, empowered to stay the course. I like that. Potency of strength and force. A once-in-a-lifetime offer is made. Before undertaking a major decision, be very clear of your intention and transparent in your actions. A deception is about to be discovered. Now is not a time for white lies or any lies. Hello there. I thought I might find you down there. What you need is a real push to get you unstuck out of the rut. Let me oblige. I may be a stubborn old thing, but I'm not one to shy away from a little headbutting. Yeah, there is something here about not being afraid to stand up for yourself. I have all the guts, balls, horns, drive, and power to get you moving again, be it physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Take a good sniff. I'm in the air all around you. Stamp you on your ground. I'm under your feet. If you've ever been around a ram or a goat or something, they will knock you off your feet. Now look behind you. I am at your back. So potent is my power that you must be very clear now of your intent to use it for the greater good, for an outcome that is beneficial and not detrimental or vengeful. So there was wasp, revenge came out sideways. So I didn't want to read it, but you could be getting over some kind of, realizing that's a negative use of free will. I do not judge, though many judge me, but abuse my gift, and you will be the one to left to clean up the mess. So if you're truly ready to take up things up a notch, I'm here. All you have to do is ask. Goat is a representation of the horn god, the masculine energy that drives the craft, and as such the consort of the mother goddess. In this role, the goat is associated with nature, wilderness, sexuality, hunting, life cycle, and the ultimate union of the divine and the animal, which includes humanity. Never tease a billy goat or turn your back on one. So, hope that helped you. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal if you buy me a coffee link or leave a tip through there. And if you stayed this long, Gemini specifically, I will get you some juicy messages. You could have had people targeting you. I just saw the clip from, I think it's the Tom Cruise movie. He's like, get low, the terrain will confuse its navigating system or something. So maybe people are like, maybe you have a lot of haters around you or something, or a lot of people that are trying to like stop you. But yeah, you could also have a supporter that wants to come in. Gifting high vibrational to someone who spends it doesn't help them. Do not be an enabler. And it says people need to learn how to invest their energy wisely. So interesting. Maybe somebody has to learn how to stand up for themselves. Like nobody else can do this for them. Do more dancing. Beautiful. So it keeps your vibration high. Keeps the chakra energy moving. Wanted to be in charge of your suffering / make you in grief and make you low and dark. I was getting that energy like somebody wanted to lower your frequency. So, um, hmm. Hmm. What am I getting from that? Sorry, I'm just getting a download. When they take it low, I go lower. So maybe don't do that. I don't know, but they're violent. Okay, so I don't know. I'm going to end it there. Thanks for being here. Good luck. Take care.